Did you know that skipping just one vital step in VIN verification in Arizona could lead to registration delays or even fines? It's true. If you're trying to get a vehicle street legal in the Grand Canyon state, making sure its physical identity perfectly matches its legal identity is, well, absolutely crucial. It's the foundation of the whole process. In this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how to navigate this system without all the usual headaches.
Here is our agenda for today. We'll be covering VIN verification basics, the 3 levels of inspection, our step-by-step process, special vehicle scenarios, frequently asked questions, and finally, some final tips and a disclaimer.
Section 1. VIN Verification Basics.
So, what does this actually mean? At its core, a VIN verification is just a physical inspection. Agents are basically looking to perfectly match the vehicle identification number, the VIN, on your actual vehicle to your ownership documents. And this isn't just a bunch of bureaucratic red tape either. It's totally essential for consumer protection, preventing auto theft, titling out-of-state transfers, and establishing a fresh paper trail if you've lost your title. Think of it this way. If the physical vehicle doesn't match the public records, the whole process just stops dead in its tracks.
Section 2. 3 levels of inspection.
Arizona uses a tiered system for this, and it breaks down into 3 distinct levels. Level 1 is your standard everyday verification, usually needed for regular out-of-state transfers when you're missing titles. The best part? It costs absolutely nothing if you do it at a state MBD office, though, a third-party place might hit you with a small convenience fee. Then we step up to Level 2. That's a $20 fee, and it targets reconstructed vehicles or cars missing their VINs entirely. These are handled exclusively by certified ADOT peace officers. Finally, we have Level 3, which is the highest security audit. For $50, these officers verifying major component assemblies. We're talking restored salvage vehicles or recovered stolen property here. Oh, and just a quick heads up on the financial side of things. Keep in mind that for those Level 2 and Level 3 inspections, there's an extra $5 fee if the officer decides they actually need to issue an Arizona assigned or duplicate VIN. It's a tiny detail, I know, but it's definitely good to keep in mind so you're not caught off guard when paying.
Section 3. Step-by-step process.
Okay, step 1, gather your documents. You absolutely have to bring proof of ownership with you. That means a title, registration, or a bill of sale right alongside a valid driver's license. Plus, if you're bringing in a vehicle that's been rebuilt, you've got to have the actual physical receipts or invoices for all the component parts you've repaired or replaced. Seriously, if you show up empty-handed, you are not going to pass.
Moving on to step 2, which is booking your appointment. Now, while level 1 can often just be a walk-in at an MVD or a third-party provider, level 2 and level 3 inspections absolutely require an appointment. No way around it. You can easily do that online through the state portal, or hey, just scan the QR code you see right now to head directly to azmvdnow.gov and lock in your spot.
Step 3 is your on-site payment. When you roll up for your Level 2 or Level 3 inspection, you need to be hyper-aware of their super strict cashless policy. Cash payments are outright rejected at all enforcement and compliance division base. They literally only take major credit or debit cards, ACH transfers, or prepaid portal funds. Oh, and a huge detail, they do not accept American Express.
Section 4. Special Vehicle Scenarios.
Let's look at a real-world example from a user on the Tucson subreddit. They posted that their poor little Mini Cooper was hit by a deer. The damage was mostly cosmetic, like just a dented door and fender, but their insurance company still decided to total the car out. The user really wanted to keep driving it, but was understandably super confused about the whole salvage title process and whether it was even legal to put it back on the road. Well, that confusion really comes down to understanding the difference between 2 totally distinct title brands. A salvage certificate of title is issued when a vehicle is wrecked or damaged so badly that it's just uneconomical to repair. It's essentially a total loss. But if you do decide to fix it up, you can't just drive around on a salvage title. You actually have to apply for a restored salvage title. That means the vehicle has to be fully rebuilt, pass a super rigorous Level 3 inspection to prove it's roadworthy, you gotta surrender that old salvage title, and then pay a $4 title fee plus your normal registration. But hey, what if you're in a situation where you are entirely missing your ownership documents? In that case, you have to navigate the bonded title process. It starts with a Level 1 inspection, where they run the car through databases looking for stolen vehicle reports. After that, you pay $3 for a title and lien search. Step 3, you mail out certified letters to any involved parties that popped up in that search, and then you just wait 15 days for a response. Assuming ownership clears, Step 5 requires you to actually purchase a surety bond, and that bond is priced at exactly 1.5 times the vehicle's needed value. This basically protects the state just in case a rightful owner suddenly appears down the line.
Section 5. Frequently asked questions.
First up on the FAQ list, you might be wondering if you, the actual owner, have to take the car down there yourself. The answer is nope. Actually, anyone can bring the vehicle to the inspection bay. The only strict requirement is that whoever is physically driving the vehicle has to present a valid driver's license.
Next question, what does it actually take to pass? Well, during the physical exam, inspectors are making sure the VIN plate is totally intact and uses the correct factory original rivets. They're checking to make sure it hasn't been tampered with in any way, and they'll match it up to a secondary, usually hidden, chassis VIN. For restored salvage vehicles, they're also doing a once-over to ensure all the equipment required for highway use is in good working order.
Also, remember those receipts for replaced parts we talked about earlier? If you bought replacement parts, those receipts have to contain some highly specific details. We're not talking about a generic cash register slip here. The receipt must include the VIN, year, make, and model of the donor vehicle, plus the seller's name, address, signature, their driver's license or tax ID, and the title number. Honestly, if you're missing even one of these elements, your verification is probably going to get rejected.
Section 6. Final tips and disclaimer.
Okay, one of the biggest mistakes people make is showing up to a standard run-of-the-mill MVD office for a complex inspection. Just a reminder that Level 2 and 3 inspections are strictly handled by the ADOT Enforcement and Compliance Division. And please pay close attention to their schedules because regional locations have highly specific and sometimes very limited hours. Like the Casa Grande location, they only do VIN inspections on Wednesdays, so definitely check the portal before making the drive.
As a final operational tip, if you find yourself dealing with an abandoned vehicle on your private property, you literally cannot legally tow or drive it to a facility. Since it can't be on the road, you have to contact an MVD or law enforcement officer to arrange for an on-site inspection, right where the vehicle is currently sitting.
And of course, we gotta cover the fine prints. Please note that the information provided in this explainer is based on current laws and regulations as of the time of filming, in August 2026. State procedures and fees can and do shift over time, so you should always consult local authorities, contact ADOT directly, or talk to legal experts for the absolute most up-to-date advice before you start filling out your paperwork.
Which leaves us with one final critical thought. Take a look out at your driveway right now. Are you absolutely confident your vehicle's physical identifiers and public records perfectly match? It might be worth doing a quick check today. It could honestly save you a massive bureaucratic headache tomorrow. Thanks so much for diving into this explainer with us, and happy driving out there.